Let me hear you say ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da. Crazy at this thing of love, just what I've been dreaming of. And I can never figure out, oh, how you do the things you do. Is why I'm so in love with you. I like the way you make me smile. Boy, you give me butterflies. And when I look into your eyes, I'll see the future in me and you. That's why I wrote this song for you. Just want you to know what I think of you. L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Baby, you've got what it takes to make your girl say L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. If I met you in another life and you asked me to be your wife, with grace and a smile I say, yeah, always now and forever. You be my one and only lover. Cause I like the way you make me smile. Boy, you give me butterflies. And when I look into your eyes, I'll see the future in me and you. That's why I wrote this song for you. L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Just want you to know what I think of you. L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Baby, you've got what it takes to make your girl say L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba ba da.
We got something.
Lieutenant Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson Talk Show. Today is Thursday, March the 16th, 2023. What has this day got in store for us? Let's go to Liberia and see what my man, Mr. Samuel Wilker, got for us. Now, what's up?
Hello.
Yeah, good morning, brother.
Yeah, brother, what's happening?
Well, Liberia is quiet this morning, but with strange news.
What happening?
Neck workers are saying that they will go slow beginning tomorrow if they are not given the allowance, and besides, they have not been eating regularly. Food prepared for lunch is not enough, so they're gonna have a confusion among them, and they are threatening, the office if they are not being paid. So that they won't go to work. So and voter registration starts by Monday. So if that happens,
what do you mean by they're not eating?
Food prepared for them, 50% for the workshop. So you carry food at that 10 or 15% eat. So I mean, the food not just being enough for them. They complain.
So when they're doing workshop now, and when they go to the workshop,
Yeah,
prepare food for them,
you gotta have lunch.
and the lunch not
So
enough,
the lunch not enough.
and they're not getting paid.
No,
Hmm.
even the machine they brought after the workshop, they say those who they train already, the supervisor should not touch the machine. So if the man touch the machine, how will he know it better? You gotta practice it. You already train him. So you gotta practice because you get me, you get short time. The time is very short.
So they say he mustn't touch it. Who's saying that?
The authority is up next. So they shouldn't touch the machine that they just train them on until maybe the voting date, the registration date.
Well, you know one thing is that if that's a voting machine, or if you're gonna work on it, that means you're gonna be using camera, you're gonna be using film, you're gonna be using stationery.
All
So
the equipment.
yeah, that's why they don't want people to practice with, because they don't have enough. They
So how
need,
would it be perfect? If it's not enough, because yeah, it's true. Because if it is damage one, it becomes problem.
yeah,
It is not enough.
so they don't have enough to practice. So I mean, that's the problem with third world countries, man. You want
So
one.
will you have enough to feed the entire country?
So when the next people come out with this ultimatum that they're not working,
This morning I heard it was on news this morning, and so we're hoping to see what happens tomorrow. I'm not very far from next Broadway office, so I will take a walk there tomorrow morning to see as what really is happening. This morning I passed through, but the place so quiet up to 9:30. Nobody had gone to the office. Only the
nobody.
security I saw. Nobody had gone there. Only the security I saw sitting out.
Wow.
The magistrate has not gone. Deputy and operation person have not
People
gone.
don't go to work in Liberia at 10 o'clock.
The thing 11.
By the
Uh,
time you take your car in the morning at 7 o'clock, with all the traffic, you have one road in the country. By the time you get to work at 10 o'clock, what kind of noise behind you? So
I'm not far from a guy just came in. I mean, just for
yeah, I can't wait for the people because we can't hear you tell me. But you know, system in Liberia, Sam. By the
see
time the
that.
people, by the time the people leave their houses in the morning at 6 o'clock, no transportation, only one road in the whole country. By the time it takes you 3 hours to leave Congo Town to come to Monrovia, by the time you leave your house at 6 o'clock, you get to Monrovia, it's 9 o'clock. By the time you
Yeah, you
walk,
see.
10 o'clock. That's why people leave work at 2 o'clock, because by the time you go to take the car to go home, it's 6, 7 o'clock in the night.
I tell you something. A minister, I was helping to process somebody's document at the Ministry of Education. This deputy minister has a sign. He came around 11 o'clock. By 12:30, he left. I was kind of worried because time was against us. We were able to convince him to sign his document, but you know what he said?
Yeah.
After tapping it, if you take it to his house, he was going. He only spent 1 hour 30 minutes, and he left, brother. When they did the letter, they had to take it to your house for you to sign
And then they
and
say,
brought it back. Man, I want to work around 11 o'clock and left office by 12. You go home.
but you know that man left his house by 6 o'clock in the morning. So if you leave your house by 6 o'clock in the morning and you combating on traffic, you told me the other day you couldn't leave Broadway to go to Monrovia because the
Yeah, heavy
traffic
traffic.
just from Broadway to Monrovia, that less than
Yeah,
5, less than 5.
Mondays, Mondays, Saturdays, heavy traffic. They call the place a Saturday market. In fact, the entire Douala route in between the Douala St. Paul Bridge Point 4. Mondays, Tuesdays, Saturday. Don't venture. You gotta go very early,
Wow.
or else you will be cut off.
I mean, it's suffering, man. It's suffering. So I mean,
Yeah,
so
you know.
I mean, with all this going on with election, what do you think? What do you think gonna happen, my man?
But we are kind of worried because if net workers are saying they will go slow or they will protest, and you get very short time to the registration process, then of course is worrisome. And if there's anything that they will postpone the election, then we're heading for interim government.
If Liberia was a company, we finish filing for bankruptcy, We finish filing chapter 11 or chapter 13 or whatever bankruptcy we're going to charge. Because this nation is with our money, man. And the way we're doing it, we're just floating. And
People are asking if finance minister had released the 8 to 10 billion I requested by NEC, and up and now we haven't heard anything that they are giving NEC money. Somewhere will they start?
But no money in the country. The NEC workers threatening to stop working, even if they get them the money, and the workers now working and being paid. What's going to happen? Let's check this out, Sam.
Yeah.
This is the news in Liberia now. What you're seeing about this? About this ultimatum George we are giving government officials to resign by April 7 if they intend to run for position. What you're saying about that in Liberia?
But people have already breached the constitution of the code of conduct. 2 years to the time is resign. It's overdue. I mean, it's just making mockery of democracy. Your own code of conduct. And you wait till the dying minute before you ask someone to resign. But you have already breached.
It's so funny. So you see, they write their own laws and make their own laws.
Yeah. So can you imagine that? Yeah, and everything is just, I really don't understand Liberia. Somebody call it law of impunity. People do something to you, they just go in vain. They break the law, they go in vain. No action.
Law. I mean,
yeah.
What are you telling the people to resign when they just got about 4 more months or 5 more months for election?
Yeah.
And the law said they will resign 2 years.
2 years. Yes.
You did.
Hey, you know what did it?
This is just total disregard for the law, man. I mean, it just demonstrates that our leaders don't give a damn. They just don't give a damn. And the Liberian people are so complicit. We just take any bullshit.
And NEC herself, I don't know if they understand their own code. How would you allow somebody to register with you certificate a person when the person is against the law? When the person has already broken the law. So they're all in error. Yeah.
Who are you referring to?
NEC, Election Commission.
Who broke the law?
But those who are coming to register stay in government and she will still accept their money and get a certificate. And she was in error.
The people who didn't resign?
Yeah.
Well, why you accept? Why you keep putting the
don't accept them as per the code of conduct. Do not accept it.
Why you keep putting the thing on their enterprise?
Oh yeah, because
no, Brian got no power, man.
She got a right to reject people and say you're not qualified. She got a right.
I should reject them.
We not meet the requirement to run as a candidate.
No,
you can be rejected.
She don't have the power to tell the people to resign. She does not. That's a presidential authority. You see,
I agree, huh?
The president never told the people to resign. So how she would tell them they can't run for election?
So as per the code of conduct, she must take action. I won't accept your application because you already broken the law. I won't accept your application because you already broken the law.
Because you didn't resign?
Because you didn't resign. And so you all in error. So you cannot even register.
You can't hold Director Brown responsible for enforcing the constitution and laws of Liberia. That's the government of Liberia duty. So, excuse me. So, if George Weah neglects to perform his own duty, we can't find other people to put a duty on and say, no, well, the president didn't do a duty. Why you can't do the president duty for him? No, we can't put everything on
How
the
that? See where he dead?
you know, the
Dead mother?
responsibility.
No, I'm walking behind you.
Yeah.
The president
I know
responsible
that running from.
to enforce the law. The
It's
law
true.
says that his cabinet,
I'm walking behind you.
and not nobody else's cabinet. So if that is cabinet, he got to tell his people to respond.
But if your head is rotten, what you expect?
But you
If
can't.
your head
Then
is
why,
rotten,
then why you blaming Deweeta Brown?
but she's part of it with the body. She's part of the war. So I'm saying if the head is rotten, and it comes down to the body or rotten.
No, everybody got a function, Sam. The president got a duty and function, and you cannot, or in law they call that usurpation. When you overstep your boundaries to take the power of somebody else to do, they call it a usurpation. Deweeta Brown cannot do that. Deweeta Brown is an employee of government.
You see, the most effective institution under this man administration is the National Fishery, the National Fishery Authority, NAFA. This lady, Mrs. Glasgow, though her husband works with maritime, you know, and she heading the fishery, but she's working. She's really working. This madam has put the fishery on the map.
So that
The most countries want to.
so
Yeah,
what I got to do with what we're talking?
yeah, what I'm saying is, if you perform your tax diligently, people will hear you. But most times you get problem. See the case of Musa Belete. She was in court. Belete had to go pay. I didn't have time to tell her bond.
Why?
So that's what she was passing your judgment. She had to even disintegrate a Liberty Party.
Who?
Next, David Brown. She always took side of Musa Belete and begin problem. So she's not performing as to the tax as an independent body. You must perform your duty. That's why I'm comparing her to the fishery. That woman is, I won't say 100% independent, but she's effective. When you see Mary Bro, she works in every government. Mary Bro is so effective. Wherever she goes, she cleans at that place. Now, of course, you serve in Liberia. Not just individual, not just person, not just friendship, nepotism. Because you open the southeast, so you dare to the truth. Sorry, the north, man. There's a vehicle right behind me.
Well, but it's Liberian people prerogative. Only that George Weah is president, he appoints his own people. If the Liberian people got a problem with anything, they should take it up with George Weah. Right now, the law I showed you. The law said if people want to run for office, they must resign 2 years before. But he didn't let the people go. Why? Because he feels that he has nobody else to replace those people. If people resign 2 years before election, who will put it to replace them? You see,
So they will continue to break the law.
Because they make the laws without thinking. You know, people sit down, you got all the high school dropouts and the doctor, and everybody copying people degrees to have degrees.
Fake degree, yeah, fake degree.
Yes, how will you sit down in the legislature and think when you know that you don't have the capacity to think? You don't have the capacity to understand that when you're making laws, you got to make laws in congruence with how the government is functioning. Because if George Weah fire all the people who want to run for office, say you got 10 people in government want to run for office, and all of them ministers, all of them will be 2 years before.
But that's the law. That's the law.
That's why I'm telling you. That's why I'm telling you they make the laws to hurt themselves.
Make the law and break the law. You're right.
Because they make the law without thinking. You got idiots making laws. You sitting down there, you know the president, we don't have that many educated people in the country. Then you will make laws say if people running for position, they must resign 2 years before the date of election. So that means if 5 people in the government running for position, you got 5 people resigning. Where will you find 5 people to replace those people? If they are technocrats. Because certain positions in government, they are technocrats. Finance ministry, different ministries, and lands and mines. Certain ministry, you need technocrats there. People who
Right.
people who understand engineering, people who understand different kind of things. You put them into that position because they understand the field, make laws and things. Now the government is regulate. You don't know shit, and you're making laws to hurt yourself. You will suffer. You will suffer. At least if they are said anybody who want to run for position before the election, that's reasonable. When you say 2 years, you have your own government.
But that's the law. So they ignore everything. They ignore the law. They give a damn.
Yeah, because they make laws to hurt themselves. Then they come and say, "Oh, we shouldn't have done that," but now we can't change it. Let's just break it. Let's just tell the Liberian people, give excuses to the people. Well,
So I let to find out something. In the states, to minister of
come again.
traffic lights, traffic lights.
Uh-huh.
I mean, are they exempted from traffic light, from traffic booking? Ministers, government officials.
No, they're not. Except that they in the process of government business, and the police let them off. But besides that, here in America, they do charge people for government officials for weed, smoking, all of that.
Yeah, but the people run into a traffic light because the minister of them. Every car got a siren in it and stuff, and run.
If you got siren, then you legal. You see, that's the problem.
Not in Liberia.
Everybody got motorcade, then you legal.
Everybody got siren. Everybody. Down the wheelbarrow all got siren. No law and order.
And the police
That's how Liberia looks.
police not doing their job.
Motorbike, yeah, they're not doing their job.
And the police
Motorbike all got siren.
regulate who all can carry siren in the country, who all can have motorcades, who all can violate the laws with impunity. And if these people, everybody, our in Liberia, the city, all the ministers got sirens, all the but
Yeah, there's no law and order.
if you got only 2 major roads in the country, in the capital city, you got 2 major roads. One coming from Congo Town to Monrovia, one leaving Monrovia going to Brewerville. How would the people?
Yeah.
The country can't function. You need more roads. And
Population has grown up. Yes.
people leave work in the morning, 6 o'clock, they take 3 hours to get to work. That's not joke. Our in Liberia, and they were before now. On the Ellen Johnson Ellie, it was 3-4 hours to get to Monrovia, just from Congo Town. Just from Congo Town. So can you imagine how worse it is? And nothing improving.
Nothing improving. No decentralization. Nothing improving. Everybody comes to Monroe to work. The EGS building in Congo Town, another one way, right on the boulevard. There's no back road linking to Ghana'sville. So there's no road.
You're not using the Ghana highway no more?
No, from 72nd, the boulevard, then the Erie Junction. You gotta come down. You gotta come after Taylor's house. around the Coconut Back Road Junction,
So
where they
you
got the EGS.
can't go from Barnaville to Peensway no more and come
You
back to
can,
the port.
you can go that freeway. It's okay. I'm saying connecting at the ministerial complex. There should be a back way there linking Gainesville to the complex, Congo Town.
We need more
And,
than one road because
yeah,
Monrovia has
it's
expanded so bad. I mean, I went to Monrovia, it's expanded, but no roads.
no roads.
No matter where the roads lead in the back of the city,
Then Moses.
all the roads come to the major highway to go to Monrovia. They got no roads other than Peansway, Monrovia Highway. That's a new highway still, right?
But I don't know. The Minister of Public Works, government is not spending on zoning because once you spend on zoning, you have enough cash to lay all places before even somebody build. Lay out the road, the alley, and all stuff like that before you even build. So they're not spending on zoning.
From all over the country, they want to live in Monrovia. So as soon as
Yeah,
things open up, people move everywhere. People build
yeah,
everywhere. And that's the
I'm
problem.
35.
So I think we need a new capital city. If we have to build a real good capital city, we need to lay out a new capital city like they did
yeah.
in Nigeria and all the places. Lay out a new capital city and let the government see the government move there, and people will move there slowly. But Monrovia is a commercial capital now, so they got to move the political capital out of that, out of Monrovia. It's too congested. So, what you got to say today? What's the situation with Gloria Scott?
As of this morning, I've not heard about Scott. Nothing on news. I heard about Gloria Scott.
They say they sent the girl body to Ghana.
But I've never heard on news anywhere. I haven't monitored news. I don't want to lie.
So
I really monitor news.
the body is in Liberia.
That I should believe that because if I've been filmed with Ghana, I mean it will be on news.
Yeah, I heard somebody
So, except I find her, but I've not heard it.
you haven't heard about it.
I haven't heard about it. I haven't heard about Gloria Scott for the past 3 days now.
Okay.
And besides the university issue, I can't really I mean, under attack every now and then by people. And you know what he did was wrong. As a board member of the university, you can talk to cause havoc, to cause problem.
They shouldn't make
That's
Carlos Gray pay for everything, every damage.
yes.
He should bury that boy who died. He should also be responsible for the injuries to people. People should sue Carlos Gray. Liberian citizens should come to sue the Liberian government and Carlos Gray. For them.
But in fact, the university board should deal with him first.
To hell with
The
it.
university board should deal with him first.
When you got your kids, you will not sit there and wait for university board. What you need to do, you need to sue the Liberian government, sue Carlos Gray, sue the University of Liberia, sue everybody. I would just put all of them together and let the court sort it out. Sue no damn person. You know, when we start doing that, all these Guna boys and saying that they do something that they don't have to do. So, Sam,
Yes, it's true.
let me do my class for this morning before I leave.
Yeah, I just want to thank you for the day. I'm on my way to town to see how Maria looks like. So hopefully, I will talk to 1 or 2 persons for tomorrow's program. Thank you.
Okay, Sam, you take care of yourself. Be mindful.
Yeah.
Be not safe.
I tell you.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you. All right.
We'll talk later. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was my interview, my correspondent in Liberia, Mr. Samuel Wicker. Let me take a quick break. Yes, one of the problems we're facing in Liberia is having our lawmakers, our officials of government, city government, state government, follow the law. Follow the law. Liberian people, we got to become conscious. We got to become very, very conscious. We can't just talk. We got to hold our lawmakers accountable and responsible. If we know the law, like the way I just showed earlier, if we know the law, why would we violate the law for nothing? We know the law. These same people make the law. The same CDC-led government made the law. They make their own laws. Then they ignore it and violate it. You can't only blame them. They learn it from precedents. We have done it in Liberia from time immemorial. You see, I like to put A where A belongs. That's why I don't join people. I don't join no group. Because some people want to be selective in blaming people. No. We must blame people, but we must also know that there are historical traits to why we are blaming these people. And although we are blaming them, we cannot forget the past. We cannot hold them accountable solely for everything that goes on in our country right now. It's been going on from time immemorial. You see, I don't hate George Weah. I'm pissed off that he thinks our government is a joke. He thinks leadership is a joke. But you can't blame him because that's where he come from. He doesn't know anything else. He's a high school dropout. The man has always been there just for George Weah, to please George Weah. Now we got George Weah leading our nation. Who you think he would change it straight overnight? No, he's there for George Weah. So we can't blame him. But for us Liberian people, if we want to change our country, we got to be sincere. We got to be sincere to ourselves. Not to George Weah, not to Jesus Christ, not to anybody, but to ourselves first. Know who you are first. When you're sincere to yourself, all things will behold you. All things will be submitted to you. You will control it because you know yourself. But if you don't know yourself, you don't understand where you stand, you can't help yourself. And this is where we are today as a people, as a nation. We don't know ourselves. We are ignorant of ourselves. When we are ignorant of ourselves, we are ignorant of our surrounding. We are ignorant of our history. When you're ignorant of your history, you don't know who you are. You wither away. Bob Marley told us that a man without the knowledge of his history is like a tree planted without roots. It wither away. It just fade away, dry up, and die. Because you have no roots. You got to have roots. And you got to know and understand your roots. You can't let people fool you and tell you, oh, Liberia started today, or Liberia started yesterday, or everything was just built under George Weah for Liberia. No, no, no. That means you are ignorant. Liberia got a history of almost 200 years. Everything in Liberia could not possibly start under George Weah. George Weah is a dummy. George Weah can't even talk to the Liberian people. Look at all the incidents that go on in our country. He has not spoken nothing yet. Because he does not have the ability to address issues. He doesn't have the ability to convince the Liberian people that he is a leader and a man. So when you don't have those traits, you can't steal it, you can't borrow it, you can't beg for it, you can't steal it. It gotta come natural. It gotta come natural. You see me? I work for what I got. I spent years in school. It wasn't easy. You don't think I wanted to drop out of school too? You don't think many days I wanted to cry and run away from school? School is hard. School is torturous. For a determined person, school can be shit. I caught shit in school, man. Especially after college, even in college, man. Don't think because my name Chesson, I live in luxury. No. Our pa wasn't a man to lavish things on us. My pa used to send me to school with $50 for the whole semester for my pocket change. What $50 would do for me for 6 months? What would it do for me? But I was an athlete. I wasn't a party man. I was an athlete. I wasn't a man who liked drinking. Everything was in my mind was how to keep my body in shape so when I go out there, I can lead my team to victory. That's what I thought about. As people who know me, I would wake up in the morning, 6 o'clock and run. Because if I didn't run, I wouldn't be in shape to play basketball the way I want to play it. I would injure myself. There were certain things I did that required speed and agility. And I knew as an athlete, every time I wasn't in shape, when I tried to do my mind, tell me to do my body, would tell me, no, you can't do it. You're not in shape. So I used to get up every morning and run. People say, oh, man, the chest, why you can't sleep? No, because I wanted to excel in what I was doing. And you can't excel in nothing if you don't take the initiative to make yourself better. That applies to every aspect of our lives. Every aspect of our lives will not get better until you apply those things that you need to apply to make our country better. Our country will not get better. Things don't just happen by themselves. We got to make them happy. And until and unless we have the capability, the abilities of the wisdom and thinking to do what we need to do in Liberia to change our country, the Zokos and George Weah and Karis Gray and all the high school dropouts who are doctors will always lead our country. Huh? Or men like me, where I won't call myself doctor for. I ain't even got a master's degree. Where I want all that kind of knowledge for, it's not required for my country. We don't need doctors to lead Liberia. We don't have money to pay them. That's why our country is so damn poor. Everything we got going on paying these useless doctors who copying other people's degrees. We don't need those people to lead our country. We don't need PhDs to lead Liberia. We hardly need master degrees. Some areas we do, some areas we don't. We need simple people who graduate from college and got experience. We need people with experience, yes. People who can do shit and have done it and know how to do it. And you can trust them to do it. Now people with BP degree, doctor, and they can't even read SSO book. SSO, GOCO, LONO, NONO, HE, BB, MME. You can't forget those kind of things. That things we learn from small. Your SSO book. You know how they flock us in Liberia to learn those books? We didn't need college degrees. You see, that's why we are confident in who we are. I know who I am. I'm a lawyer. The bar exam don't certify me as a lawyer. I've been through law school in Liberia, and I qualify under Liberian law. You can put me anywhere else, I will stand up. Taking a test don't mean shit to people who already know what they're doing. So it doesn't mean anything to me. Put me to the task and see me work. So that's all that matters, man. We want experienced people. We want all these doctor, and PhD and DCK and SHIT degree. We don't want all that shit. We want people who know what they're doing. People with minimal degrees, but maximum experience. When you tell me you can change a light bulb, I want you to go there and change it. I want you to go there and be shocking yourself. Oh, everything you do. Oh, I'm shocking. No. You're not an electrician. You can have all the big degrees. If you go put a simple light on and you're shocking yourself like that, how can you say you're qualified to be an engineer? You're not an engineer. So it behooves us as Liberian people to rectify ourselves. You know, sometimes I listen to Duala, what his name, on our podcaster, Dualo, talk his show about fixing your mind and all of that. And this is the same thing he's saying. We're trying to tell you that things will not happen in Liberia on its own accord. You got to take that initiative to change our country. You see me so? I'm not smart. I just determined. Because I determined, I get smart. I'm determined to learn. So I do that extra effort. I put a little extra effort in it. I hear a word, I don't know. I got cell phone now. I said, what is this word? It will tell me it. I don't have to be lazy, a lackadaisical, weak people. You just said that you all got excuse about something. You can't do this because of that, No, you can't be putting things aside for tomorrow. You got to do them today. And this is where we are with our country. We are facing a plight of our life, on the life of our nation today. We can't put it off to tomorrow. The time for us to rectify our minds, our spirits, and our bodies is now. We got to change everything, make a 360 change. And we got to make it based on our own self-determination to change. And how do we change? I will not just tell you we got to do this, we got to do it. Well, I tell you how to do it. We got to become conscious. We got to become conscious of our surrounding, of our nationhood, of our level of patriotism. Each of us got levels of patriotism. I would die for Liberia because I believe in something. Why would you die for Liberia? You got to ask yourself that. Is it because of your mom and pa? Or your sister and cousin? No, or your tribe? If you would die for those people, then you don't love Liberia. You got to die for it for yourself. That's what they call patriotism. You're a man and woman now. You're not doing it for your mom and pa because of them. No, you're doing it for you because you believe in this. If I didn't believe in things, I wouldn't do it. Not because of my mom. Because everybody got to be accountable for yourself. Our Christianity. You ain't doing shit for your mom and pa. Your mom and pa ain't got nothing to do with you. Nothing. If you think that when you go sit before Jesus Christ and he's judging you, he will be sorry for you because of your mom and pa, no, he will not be sorry for you because of that. Everything is on you. Why did you fail? Why did you pass? Why were you wicked? Why were you good? Everything you can say, oh, I was bad because my mom taught me to be bad or because my pa taught. If you sit down and let your mom teach you to be bad, then you're a damn idiot and deserve to go to hell. Because at some point in your life, especially if you're an educated man, you got to come to realize that if things your mind telling you are not in the best interest of our country, in the best interest of unity and solidarity with our people, and you're an educated man, and you listen to that bullshit your mind and power telling you, that racist, negative, tribal shit, you just as bad as them. You just as bad as them. And God will punish you just as them. Why? You think I did everything my mind and power told me? Hell no. Hell no. And that what made me a man. Because there were things my mom told me to do. I told her I can't do it. It's not right. And I don't give a damn whether you piss off or not. And my mom knew me. That's why I'm independent. I told you I wasn't raised by my mom, my pa. I was raised by my aunt. And my aunt always told me, you don't like something, speak up. Anything that can do with your spiritualism, with your way of life, if you don't speak up, you will lose. And that one thing my aunt always told me. So I don't care who you are, my mom, my pa, you tell me something I don't like it, I will tell you, no, I don't like it. It's not good for me. You can tell your other children to do it. They want to do it, they can do it. But it's not good for me. You know? And sometimes my mom used to get pissed off me. Not sometimes, plenty of time. Plenty of time. My pa just used to shake his head and you would see. Because I used to tell my pa the same thing. My pa had his rules for marriage. You know, they would tell my brother and sister, oh, marry this person because it would make your lives better. And they would do it. That's why most of my brothers and sisters end up with fucked up marriages. Because their mom and pa told them to marry. My pa tried that shit with me. He tried it one time. I said, no, daddy, stop. He said, look at me. I used to tell my pa straight up. I never bullshit my pa. I never bullshit with my mom. While we are bullshit with Liberian people, I ain't bullshitting with y'all. When my pa did shit, I told him, stop, daddy. I ain't doing that shit. You know, I told you one time, all the people who watch my show, I was dating one of my pa friend's daughter. My pa came one day and heard us in the room banging. He asked my little brother and sister, he said, who's that in the room around it? He said, oh, they said, oh, that girl, she brought this car, blah, blah, blah. My pa knew the car right away. So my pa came to the door, he knocked on the door, boom, boom, he said, get that girl out of the house here. Your brothers and sisters here. So I said, yes, sir. So I said, get dressed, let's go. So I got her out of the house, right? I came back the next morning, came to see my pa, needed anything to before I went to school and shit like that. I gave my pa a room, my pa telling me, oh, you know, that girl is a good girl, you know. I said, oh, yeah? I said, you just found out about that? How you know about that? I didn't say all that shit. I said, He said, yeah. He said, her pa got 1 cent and your pa got 1 cent. Got 2 cents. So you were telling me about arranged marriage. I'm going to marry the girl because her pa got their money and he got their money. So when I inherit his money and she inherit her pa their money, we'll put it together and we had 2 cents. Now 1 cent come together, that 2 cents. You know, he was telling me, no, if you got 0 cents and she got 1 cent and you come together, that 1 cent. You can't survive on 1 cent, you need 2 cents. So he was telling me like that. I said, excuse me, daddy. That's not my forte. No, my love don't come back with money or property or judgment. No, let me decide for myself. I don't want, oh, you never talk to me about that again. Because I put him in his place. I said, don't talk, no. I said, no. Do anything. Tell me to do anything, but don't tell me about who will sleep with me in my house, who I'm married to people. But no. That's got to be my choice. My mom and pa, and my mom tried that with me too. My mom heard I was dating this girl at LU. This girl dating everybody at LU too. I said, everybody was chipping the gang LU. I went to chip the girl too. Mama, yeah, buddy. Mama be there, I marry the girl because she know the girl pa. Oh, mama go sit and go make arranged marriage for me. Unbeknownst to me. Mama even know the girl. She said, yeah, oh, rather banging this girl and that so daughter. Oh, she said, oh yeah, let him marry her. Mama, can you believe that shit? Mama got up and went up country and sat with a girl pa to talk arranged marriage for me. And I never knew about that shit. Years later, man, me and the girl talking, the girl said, you know, you're supposed to be my husband. I said, what? She said, your mom went and sat with my pa to talk arranged marriage. I said, you kidding me? She said, yeah, your mom did that. I said, let me go see my mom. Well, I saw my mom. She never tried that shit again. She never ever tried that shit again. When it came to marriage, she didn't even think about me. No, you're gonna make the arranged marriage for me. Me and my mom had a big blow up about that. Because I told her I wasn't no kid. Don't do that. Don't go make arranged marriage for me. You have no authority to do that. You my mom, yes. But my happiness is my happiness. I don't want to marry a woman because of money or because of property or because of some other thing. No. If she got wealth, yeah, it will come with me loving her. But now with somebody making arranged marriage because I got to marry somebody with money. And my brothers and sisters, their part and mom, they made arranged marriages for them. None of those marriages last. None of them last. And they married some beautiful women from good families. But those were arranged marriages in a modern time. They would not last. I mean, in the ancient time, you were forced to do that. Your parents had married this woman because of public sentiments and all of that, and the wealth of the family, all of that. This is different time, man. You force somebody to marry somebody, you're putting their lives in jeopardy. Because everybody you marry, there's a spiritualism involved in that. You will not just marry somebody and think you put that ring on that person's finger and nothing matters. It matters. If it didn't matter, it would not be under the church. God will not sanctify it. When God sanctifies marriage, it means something. The woman you put that ring on her finger, you and her share the same spirit. If that woman's spirit is not good for you, you will never prosper. You will not advance nowhere. You will fail in everything you do because she will contribute to your failure. If she doesn't love you, she will not care about you. If she doesn't care about you, she will not care about anything you do. So right there, you fail. Because people come together to be man and woman. God said come together so you become one. So you leave your mind and power. And everybody else, they come together. If anything go wrong, you stand together as one. You make decisions as one. You feel as one. But if you got the house is divided from the very beginning, in law we say ab initio. If the house is divided ab initio, you can't have unity. You can't have peace. You can't have love. So arranged marriages in the olden days probably used to work because people were forced to stay together. It was a stigma when your parents put you together for the man to divorce you and send you back to your mom. This is the modern time. This is the modern time. And even in the olden days, if two people come together, is the spirit not good? Look at how many women killed their husband, or how many husbands killed their wives and did evil wickedness to them because the spirit did not mix. Did not mix. And when you force it through juju, people go to juju and make medicine so women can love you. It's a terrible kind of love, man. Because if the woman don't love you naturally, she will not love you under any kind of condition. You can make all the juju. The only thing juju will do is when she leaves you, she will want to come back to you. That's the only thing juju does. But the whole while she with you will never have peace. You will never have happiness. You will never have love. You will never have good communication. You will fuss all the time. You will fight all the time. But as soon as she leave you and go, she won't come back to you. And you won't go to her. What kind of love is that? In Liberia, we say that a love that kills raccoon. Because they're not love. That's juju love. The woman don't love you. There's nothing under this sun you can do to compel her to love you. No. No. Love is not only in the heart. Love is in the mind. When you got a woman mind and her heart, you got the woman. Nobody will take her from you. If you just got a heart, you got a mind, you will suffer. You will suffer. The heart and the mind got to work together for there to be happiness in the house. That way, hard for a man to find the right woman, or for a woman to find the right man. It's hard. You got to be blessed. When you find a woman, you say, I'm happy with her. I'm going to worry about her cheating. I'm going to worry about her lying. I'm going to worry about her doing anything bad to me. Because we are in sync, in mind, and in the heart. The heart is the spirit. You can't see the heart, the love, the cupid. You can't see it, the spirit. So mind and spirit. You got that woman that way. Woman, you got that your man like that. It don't matter. You got to have those two, mind and spirit. Because the woman just loves sex with you, but she doesn't enjoy your conversation. She doesn't enjoy your physical body. Some women can just love men for sex. Maybe they got a big kahunas. Some women just love men. And if you in sync with your wife, sex ain't got nothing to do with it. Sex is not a priority. You know, we're small, we think about, oh, you got to have a big thing, you got to have this and that. It don't matter. It don't matter. If a woman loves you, she will love you. If a woman loves you, she will love you. She will love you. I know some women who love some men. They got nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing, but the women love them. And some women I ask, the woman will tell you, you see that guy ain't got nothing there, but I still like him. Why you like him? Because they're not all to it. There's certain things he can do besides that to make you feel good. You see, so if a woman loves you, she can love you for yourself. She can love you for your education. She can love you for your smarts. She can love you for different things. For how you behave, how you act. All kind of reason women can love you. All kind of reason. So people funny. People funny. Some people will hit each other from the beginning, but when they come together, they see the guy. Comparisons. They feel comfortable with each other. And now all that matters. When you go with somebody, you feel comfortable with them. You feel happy with them. You wake up in the morning, you don't want to kill them. That's love. My class is done. We'll continue these things. Okay? So, as the discussion goes on, take heed and govern yourselves accordingly. Attorney Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson class is done. I'm out of here.